Hello my love bugs. Today I'm going to be doing my September favorites and I genuinely cannot believe that this month has completely and totally gone by. I cannot believe we are into October. I have some favorites. I have a really big announcement for those of you who don't follow me on social media. So for now we're going to talk about favorites and then I will get into some lifestyle and some kind of changes coming up towards the end. So for now, in no particular order, let's talk beauty. As far as skincare goes, I really enjoyed this month the Todd True Organics Liposome. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing any of this correctly. Antioxidant moisturizer. They asked maybe like 2 months ago if they could send me some skincare and I was like, my skincare routine is really strict, and they were like, no, we promise you'll really like it. So they sent me some of the travel size ones, so I wasn't like totally committed to a big bottle. What I like about it is for my dry skin, it just feels amazing. Like it literally sinks into the skin and I feel baby soft. I think that the coolest thing with this is I don't have to use a separate eye cream. Usually I do because my moisturizers are heavy, but they're not heavy enough to hydrate my under eye area to the point where it won't crease under concealer and stuff. This is so moisturizing, so thick, so creamy, but it's also really interesting in the way that it just sinks into my skin. I kind of want to do an updated skincare routine. It's mostly the new Todd True Organics line. Let me know if you guys actually want to see that. And I will make sure to put it up for you. It's so funny because I stopped fake tanning in the month of September, so I think I had several foundation favorites, but one was definitely the L'Oreal True Match once I got paler. I really like this foundation, go figure, I'm not wearing it today. I don't like it as much as the True Match Lumi foundation formula just because that's a lot nicer for my dry skin, but I do think that this has a great formula, and when I want something really thick and full coverage, not in like a thick cakey way, but when I want something that really is going to hide everything, I almost always turn to this. It is a really good foundation. I wish it had a pump or something. I hate the actual packaging. And as I said, I prefer the L'Oreal True Match Lumi, but I did use this a lot and I thought it deserved a bit of love. So I have a haul coming up tomorrow actually, where you're going to see I've done a lot of shopping. Actually the haul was slightly pre-filmed from like way earlier in the month and I just kept forgetting to put it up. But you're going to see I bought like 6 eyeshadow palettes during the month of September. I don't know what happened to me. I think that I hadn't splurged on makeup in a long time and I was just feeling it. I was like, I want to get everything. So I kind of did. I'm not like that most of the time, but one of the palettes that I picked up is the Anastasia Amrezy palette. Now I do know that this is sold out, but I will have a look coming up because I know a large chunk of you actually already own it. I don't know if it's coming back. I do know that the eyeshadow singles are going to be released, so I think that you'll be able to get these shadows individually. I definitely have some favorites. I love the color Morocco, this really beautiful matte terracotta color. I love Glisten, which is a beautiful rose gold. I love Deep Plum. What else do I love? I love everything. Everything is amazing. Caramel is the most beautiful blending color. If you're a fan of warm eyes, this would have been a great palette. I know a lot of you probably already owned it, and I don't like mentioning it because I know it's sold out, but I also don't know if it's coming back. I don't know if the singles will all be sold where you can get them separately. I just thought that it deserved a mention since I used it like crazy this month. Speaking of eyes, this was a limited edition paint pot from MAC, I think like 2 years ago. I barely used it, and as you can see probably around the edges it's starting to dry up. I don't think that you can save paint pots once they dry up, so I reached in my collection and I pulled it out. This is a like almost exact dupe for a permanent paint pot, which is called Indian Wood. Indian Wood is slightly more brown though, so I think it would actually be a little bit more easy to work with, whereas this is a true deep dark red. This is called Idyllic, and my thing was MAC paint pots when I started out with makeup. I loved them. I loved everything about them. I still do, but I'm not as crazy about them as I used to be, and I definitely regret buying like 20 of them because they are something that expires. But this is a beautiful color for fall, especially on its own. You can get a very simple, easy daytime look with it, just smudging it all over the lid, packing it into the inner corner, then sweeping what's left into the inner corner, and kind of getting that ombre effect. It's beautiful. You can also layer under shadows to make them deeper, and just more of like a fall amped up reddish brown. So I really, really love it. Very, very multifunctional products. Like I said, Indian Wood is almost identical, it's just a little bit more brown. I opened up the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara this month and I wanted to give my overall opinion on it. I don't know that this is a favorite. I didn't pay $23 for it. I got it in a set, which again you'll see tomorrow in my haul, but I really don't think it's that good for $23. I like it. I like the brush. I think it makes my lashes really black very easily. I think it gives a lot of volume. It definitely works a little bit on length. I'm wearing it today, but I am wearing lash fibers underneath. So anything that you see is that. I'm not wearing falsies or anything. I think it's a beautiful mascara, but I think I can dupe it very easily at the drugstore and possibly do even better. I did think I would mention it though because it is a good mascara. For eyeliner, I switched back over to gel this month and I used my Essence Midnight in Paris eyeliner a ton. This is one of my favorite eyeliners ever. It is very dark. I think that it's a really great eyeliner. It wears for a long period of time. And then for brows, I use this Anastasia Dip Brow religiously this month. I don't even know if this was mentioned in last month's favorites. I don't know, probably even the last time I mentioned this. It was something, again, I hauled and I never showed you the haul, but it is one of the best brow products I've ever found. I still love my Brow Bar To Go kit and I think that that'll always be my favorite, but I like things to kind of change it up. And I find that this is a very fast way to do my brows. I just very quickly run a brush into the product, through my brows, give them a little bit of an arch, and I'm good to go. I feel like the brow game has been strong recently, and I definitely think I can attribute that to this. It also helps to lighten my brows a touch, which is nice. It kind of makes them match my hair a little bit better, so like it a lot. Alrighty, so for blush, I wanted to mention the Berry Amore blush from Milani. This is a beautiful, beautiful berry color, and I like it a lot. I think it's very versatile. It's a nice, deep, kind of neutral color, and I liked it a lot in the summer when I had a tan. I also like it a lot in the winter. I think this is one of the most versatile blushes that I own. The shimmer isn't overboard. The color is very, very easy to work with and to pair with other things. For lips, I could probably mention a billion favorites, but the first one would definitely be my Too Faced Perfect Lips Perfect Nude Lip Liner. This is a beautiful darker nude that I have been pairing with everything lately. I've been pairing it under lighter nude lipsticks to get a more deep, dark 90s mauve fall lip. I've also been pairing it under lighter nudes. I've been pairing it under today's lip color, which is also a favorite, the e.l.f. matte lip color in the shade Cranberry. This was kind of an end of the month favorite. e.l.f. sent me these and I was floored at the quality. I am so excited to have these. Look at that. And I wore it today and I just kind of sheared it out over that lip liner. It made it a little bit lighter and then I blotted. And I think it's a beautiful, easy way to wear this darker color for fall. Or I could really amp it up and be like super bewitched or whatever. But I really, really enjoyed both of those this month. And that was kind of my go-to lip combo for the last week. I wore a lot of nail polish this month, and I'm coming to terms with the fact that about 2 years ago I went through my nail polish phase. I bought every color under the sun. I spent so much money buying nail polish, and I don't like painting my nails. I don't really like experimenting with a lot of colors. I don't like bright colors. I am someone who really likes neutrals, and then when we get into fall, I get a little bit more experimental with the darker shades and just a little bit more fun things. I've just started to understand that I'm not someone who's ever going to enjoy wearing yellow nails or bright nails, and that's okay. But one of the things that I really like and that I look forward to every fall is the China Glaze Smoke and Ashes shade. If you can see, it's a more interesting take on a black base because it's a black base with more of a kind of green duochrome shift. I mentioned Essie Dye Bar in one of my last weekly favorites, which is a great color, but I think that this is a more sparkly, almost darker version of that. And I love it. I really do. It's one of my favorite nail polishes to date. This was part of the Hunger Games collection, and I know you can still get it on like eBay and a bunch of different places. So, beautiful color. Leaves was my scent of the month. I go through these candles very slowly. A lot of people are like, oh, I go through them in a month. And I'm like, I burn mine every single day, and I've had this one for almost a year and a half. I don't understand how people go through candles so fast. I think that Leaves is such a pungent, like, pungent's maybe a bad word, like such a strong scent that you don't have to burn it for long. It just smells so good. This is one of the old Slatkin & Co. ones. I worked for Bath & Body Works when the switch from Slatkin & Co. was going over to their new candle company, which is the White Barn something. I so prefer Slatkin & Co. candles. I think that they smell stronger. I think that they burn nicer. I also think that the scent of Leaves changed when they went from Slatkin & Co. to the White Barn, whatever it is now. But yeah, this is like one of my only original ones I have left. It smells so good. So I've been burning that like crazy. I also really wanted to mention my curling wand I've been using every week, basically. I curl my hair twice a week. Because my hair is dry, I don't have to wash it very frequently. So I wash it like twice a week, and in between those, I will curl it with my NuMe reverse curling wand. Go figure, this is the first day in like 2 months that I decided to do something different, and I use one of NuMe's gigantic 32 millimeter curling wands, and I love the big waves. But this is normally what I use, and it is what I love. If you can see, it looks like a little baseball bat, and I always thought that's gonna give me the weirdest curls. But the way that it works is at the top of the hair, it's obviously much smaller, and then towards the end it gets bigger. So you have the most interesting looking curls, and when they do start to fall over the course of 3 days, because your hair is going to fall slightly in that period of time, they fall so gradually because it'll fall more at the top and you're left with a much more natural looking wavy curl. So I love this. This is my go-to curling wand. I know a lot of you actually bought this during NuMe's $28 classic wand sale. I highly recommend this wand. I will make sure to link it down below, but it is my favorite. I have it in zebra. It is so cute. My final hair product is the Garnier Fructis Style Sleek and Shine Anti-Humidity Hairspray. I ran out of this month, and I used this little travel size that I had from Big Sexy Hair. And while I swear to God, my baby hairs are driving me nuts today. While the Big Sexy Hair one is okay, and I used it for traveling when I went to Los Angeles last month, I just realized how much I love this hairspray because it really does keep my hair nicely curled in the humidity. My hair is very coarse and it's curly, but it's so long and so damaged that it's really weighed down by the curl, and it just gets kind of poofy in the humidity now. So I really like this to combat any sort of humidity. It also holds my style well, adds a nice sort of shine to my hair, and it is my favorite hairspray of all time. I've been using this for 2 years, and I really don't think I'm ever going to stop. And I think that that's mostly it. I really don't, I was kind of like jumping around with fragrances. I have a lot of food favorites, but I'm kind of thinking about doing like a lifestyle favorites this month. I'm not 100% sure yet. If I do, of course, you will probably see that like next weekend. But I did really quickly want to say, for those of you who are interested in the mini shameless life update, in case you don't follow me on social media, Tyler and I are moving, and we are so insanely excited. If you have been watching me from the very beginning, which I know that there are so few of you who have, but if you've been watching me from the very beginning, there's a video that has now been deleted, and it is my story of why I moved to Kansas, which I was very open and very like, it made me very uncomfortable to have that open and in the world. I had a very, very rough roommate story when I first moved out here, and we were living in these beautiful, extremely, extremely large townhouses that were such a good price for how big that they were, but there was no way that Tyler and I could afford to keep them on our own. And they were also just too much space for the two of us, since it's just him and I. Due to the fact that we're both really hard workers and we've been saving for the last year, and we knew that we wanted to go back to those townhouses eventually, we saved up enough money and we are moving back. And it's really cool. It's not out of our budget. It's not like stretching anything. I will be doing like decor vlogs. I will be doing all sorts of new things in this new place. I'm really happy. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know. Maybe that was a little bit rambly. But I will be letting you know as the month goes on how everything's going. You might see some pre-filmed videos, and that's something I really want to like let you know. I've been kind of filming videos for the last month in preparation for this because I knew we were going to be moving. I didn't know when. So if things start to get a little bit confusing, or if I'm jumping between hair colors because I'm about to dye my hair, and things like that, please just bear with me. I love you guys so much. You're my best friends in the whole wide world. The other announcement, I cannot believe I almost forgot. I was about to say goodbye to you guys, and then I was like, oh my god, I did not tell them. LoeyLane is getting its own website, and I'm working really hard on it right now. I have been putting so much effort into it. If you guys know, I had a blog on WordPress, and I don't like Blogger, I don't like WordPress, but I like writing blogs. So I thought to myself, I'm just going to create it from scratch and have my own website, and we're going to have just a central place for all of you to come and talk and see more like outfit details and outfit of the days, and see additional information that I might not put on YouTube, pictures, just a bunch of fun stuff. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, my love bugs, I will see you very, very soon. Bye!